Let's talk about abuse taking place in hospitals. Not really something you would expect, or at least here in Canada. And if anything, they'd be the place you go to recover from abuse. Is kind of what I thought. But apparently, when it comes to a mother giving birth, making that assumption could just be plain wrong. If you don't know anything about this, here's a quick rundown on an already large and currently growing situation. CBC News recently did an investigation into mistreatment that mothers experienced at the hands of healthcare professionals, either right when they were giving birth or throughout their pregnancy. And their findings, although still ongoing, are absolutely mortifying. Hundreds of mothers have come forward and reported on the atrocities that they dealt with in Canada in our hospitals. We're talking about women, pregnant women, as in the members of society we're pretty much supposed to be protecting above all others, are going into our hospitals, being treated by doctors who they trust or even look up to, and experiencing things that are on the verge of rape. This is during what I'm pretty sure is supposed to be one of the most beautiful times of a woman's life, and they're putting up with procedures being performed without adequate anesthesia, examinations and operations done without consent ever being given, or just being told coldly that they will literally be killing their baby unless they choose a certain course of treatment. So I think that checks off verbal, physical, and emotional abuse all in one trip. Not exactly a fond memory to pair alongside the miracle of life that brought your child into the world. That's something that a woman should be able to look back on fondly, not something she should have to try and omit from her mind because it left her scarred, which it often does. Some women now suffer from PTSD due to their experiences. There's beginning to be a larger outcry for change in some regard, with advocacy groups making themselves heard, as well as more of a public outcry these days. But it can't just stop there. It can't stop until mothers can be guaranteed proper and ethical treatment in what is supposed to be a professional facility run by professional people. Like, I understand a doctor's situation. They have to do whatever they can to ensure baby is able to be born happy and healthy. But that's no excuse for the health or well being of the mother being the cost of it. A line has to be drawn, and the methods have to be changed if they're crossing that line. After all, when it comes down to it, how can you expect a baby to stay healthy when the person caring for it doesn't have health themselves?